Hello, my beautiful people. What's up? What's up? It's your boy and the Potter here again. Hope you guys are having a great weekend. So, on today's video, we are going to be looking into Eurusd. So, without wasting much of your time, guys, let's jump into it. As you can see, my chart is already marked out. My key levels are marked out. My supply and demands are marked out. Are ready to go for the week. So without wasting much of your time, guys, let's jump into it. So what am I expecting on this market for the coming week? Well, let's start from what has been going on for the past few weeks or few months now. So looking at Eurusd here, you will see that there was a trend line around this area that got taken out here before market started moving to the upside inside this channel here. And when this market gets to this daily supply zone around this area, it got taken out with this wick of candle. But after then, you can see that the buyers that pushed this market all the way from here started taking profits and this market dropped. Then we have something like a double top here, which if I switch to my 4 hours, you will get a better view of what I'm explaining. Then the bank pushed the market down here, create this imbalance with this massive bearish engulfing candle and creates another daily supply zone around here. Then when I saw this, what I said to myself is, I'm not going to touch Eurusd until I see a break below this trend line here, this channel, before I will start selling. So what I did was I keep on waiting. So when I saw a break below this this trend line here, this channel here, that's when I was like, this market has done what I'm expecting. It's time to look for pullbacks, to join the selling. Then this massive green candle happened. This was news, pushing the market to the upside here, push it back inside this trend line and retest this daily supply zone here, then push back down outside. I'm going to show you guys how I entered this trade on 4-hour time frame, but without wasting much of your time, guys, let's jump into what we are expecting on Eurusd for the coming week. We all know that overall trend is bearish, but what are we expecting for the coming week? Well, I'm expecting something like this for the coming week. I'm expecting something like this, the market to push down to this daily demand zone around this 1.07 thousand area here. I'm looking for the market to come down to this area. But the question here now is, do you think that once market open, that the price will start dropping down to this area here, this daily demand zone? Well, there is a possibility of that happening, but for me, I don't think that the market is going to drop to this area immediately markets open. So for us to see a clear view of what is happening, we are going to switch to our 4 hours time frame to see what is going on, because around this area here there is daily there is 4-hour demand zone around this area. So guys, let's switch our chart to the 4 hours. Okay guys, I use 2 chart setup to trade because I don't like my 4-hour demand zone, supply and demand zones to show on my daily time frame or my monthly or weekly time frame. So I use 2 chart setup. So what I do is, whatever I mark out on weekly and daily time frame will show on my 4 hours, but they won't be shown on my bigger time frame, what I mark out on 4 hours. So that's what I do. So let's dive into history. So if you look at this 4-hour time frame now, you can see that my the trade I took here, I think last 2 weeks is still here. I didn't remove it because I wanted to use it to make this video. Okay, so let's jump into what is happening on 4 hours. If you see what is happening here, you see that this market was making a higher high, higher low, higher high, sorry, a high. This is a high. Then it came here and make a lower low. This low is lower than this previous higher low here. So for me, it's break of structure. Some people call it change of character, but I prefer to call it break of structure. So when this happened here, I know that this market is not going up again. So when I saw this, what I started looking for is for this trend line, this channel to be taken out before I start looking for a selling opportunity. So this happened, then market dropped to the downside here. When the market broke this trend line and dropped to the downside and had this pullback, I wanted to jump on this trade here, but I said to myself, if I jump on this trade now and a pullback happens, even if I put my stop loss around this area, this market is still going to take me out, because this pullback is not a significant pullback. Like, I need a pullback that can come around this area, and retest this trend line here before continuing to the downside. So I didn't take the trade. I waited. Then news came and this happened. This move here was news happened and pushed back into this daily supply area here. So when the market pushed back into this daily supply area here, I was like, what I'm expecting on the market already happened. Now it's time to start looking for selling opportunities. Then what happened next after this little fade candle? Will I call it a doji or something? I don't really focus on candlestick formation much. I just focus on identifying where the banks create imbalance, where the big money come inside the market. So this happened. This was banks offloading their sell order here. So when this happened, this massive bearish candle happened. As you can see, the pressure on this candle was very, very strong. So this is banks offloading their sell order here. When I saw this happen and the market broke down below the trend line again, I was like, it's time to start looking for a selling opportunity. Then this 4-hour candle started pulling back to the upside. When I saw it getting here back and start reducing, when I see this candle around this area, this was after like 30 minutes left for this 4-hour candle to close, and I see that this candle is not closing inside this trend line again. That's when I jump into the market and ride it all the way to here, to this demand zone here. So when I ride it all the way to this demand zone here, I took my profit, then took a buy trade here, short buy trade around this area, ride it back to this 4-hour supply zone here. But unfortunately, I missed this selling, I missed this drop to the downside, because after I closed my buy trade, my short time buy on here, I took a sell trade on GBP AUD, which isn't really working out to my expectations so far. That's why I didn't jump on this trade, because I'm kind of a trader that I don't like having more than 2 open trades at a time, most especially when they are not running on my on my expectation. I like to keep my risk very, very low. I like to control my risk, to protect the little capital I'm trading. As we all know that all these pro firm out there these days are scam. After trading for a very long time, passing pro firm, they will deny you withdrawals, or they will bleach your account for no reason, boundary and stuff like that. So I'm just trying to grow my little capital. So when this move happened, I missed this move here. So this daily demand zone got taken out. Then the market now came to this 4 hours demand zone around this area, and this happened. So what am I expecting on this market for the coming week? Well, I'm expecting to see a slight move to the upside. Is this retracement going to be big? Well, I don't know. I can't say. I know I don't predict what is going to happen on the market. I just follow the trend. I follow whatever the market does. So what I'm expecting to see here for the coming week is a push to the upside. We can see something. I'm expecting to see something like this, maybe something like this to this area. I don't expect this market to go up to all the way to this area here, because here there is kind of a supply zone around this area, 4 hours to supply zone around this area here, like so, around this area like so here. So I expect this market to have a short time, a short time upside move, a retracement to the upside. But anything is possible. The market can come to all the way to this area, to this 4 hours supply zone around 1.088554 area here. The market can come to this area before we see a move to the downside like this, something like this, and then come to this area. This is what I'm expecting for the coming week on Euro USD. But it's possible for price to, for market to open, then we see something like this. We see something like this. Yeah, this is possible. But why I'm not expecting the market to drop all the way from here is after this daily demand zone got taken out, then the market is currently on 4-hour demand zone. And if you're wondering what is this right up on my chart here, this is a retail sentiment from my FS books. I use this to make my short-term decisions when market is trading to the downside. Like let me just give a little, let me share a little light on how this works here. So what I do is I go to my FS book, I go to retail trader sentiment. What I do is, as this market is on a downtrend, I know that the overall trend of this market is down, and as this market is falling here, the retail traders are aggressively trying to long this market, because after this news happened around this area, retail traders started buying, hoping that market is going to continue moving to the upside. But the buyers, the banks that created this supply area, this daily supply area here, pushed this market to the downside. So as this market was dropping, retail traders was aggressively adding to their long position, hoping to push the market up. So as they add to their long position, they get to 85%. This is what happens whenever the market gets to 85%, whether buying or selling, you will see a rally to the opposite side. Like as this is a downtrend, you see that when this market gets to 83% around this area, there was a push back up to this 4-hour supply zone here before dropping again. Then we are on 47. Then market close on Friday on 75% the pressure. So this pressure here, I need to see something like a move that will go up for this their pressure to really reduce, like to at least 40 to 30. Then I will know that a big momentum to the downside is on the market. Then I will start looking for my next selling target. I would prefer this market to actually come all the way, to here. If the market is able to come all the way to here, it's a much better opportunity for the downside. You might look for something like this to, before the drop, because if the market push up to here, this probably this buying pressure which low to around 30 or 35, then you see the banks offloading their next order for sell on this one. So this is what I'm expecting to see on this market for this coming week. I hope this video, you guys find this video helpful. This is my second video I'm uploading on my YouTube channel. I believe gradually we'll grow together. Our video will get much better as time goes on. Thank you guys. Thanks for everyone that is supporting my channel. My first video got about 16 views within 10 hours. I appreciate that. It's not easy. I didn't expect to even get 1 view at all, because I was very nervous when I was doing my first video, and something that I'm doing for the first time. I wasn't really comfortable doing it, but I said let me give it a try, because you never know. You got to start. You have to start somewhere one day. So I'm expecting this market to come to this area and start dropping. There's a possibility of getting to here. So whichever that happens, what I'm currently looking for in Euro USD is a short time uptrend. A short time uptrend for this selling momentum to start kicking in again, for us to drop to the downside, because overall trend of this market is to the downside. That's it for this video, guys. Thank you very much for everyone that is supporting me. Much love to you guys out there.